Onir, welcome to the show and thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure being here.
You said something very nice some time ago. I was reading that you said homosexuality is accepted till you talk about it. Till the whole nation is talking about it. The people who believe in it, people who are against it, who believe in this free country, and they're enraged at it. Where are you at today?
Day before yesterday, I remember when we knew that the Supreme Court would give its verdict tomorrow. I woke up yesterday thinking that, it's going to be a different tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be where you wake up to a country which respects diversity, which respects individual freedom. But unfortunately, by 10:45, I think that was totally destroyed. We went back. Yeah. We took a huge leap backwards. I think it's a black day in terms of democracy in India, absolutely, in terms of judiciary in India, right, and in terms of human rights in India, because NAS Foundation for the last 12 years has been working towards it, has been working with the High Court, and in 2009, High Court took this landmark decision which decriminalized homosexuality with a very well-argued judgment. Right, it was very, very well argued. And today, 4 years later, firstly, it's a 4 years wait. Exactly. And it was a day that, nearly, 5 million Indians were waiting for, and much more. I think that it's not only about people from the gay community. It's people, every person who values human rights. Natural,
basic human rights, exactly,
And it was a huge disappointment that the Supreme Court, and it's very rare that it happens, that a higher court squashes something that has been validated and upheld by a lower court, which the Delhi High Court did.
So, how do you react when certain people of society, to certain segments and fundamentalists say that, it's a mental disorder, it's a disease? How do you react to such things? And what do you say? What do you tell those people really?
There are people in this country who would not like someone else to eat beef.
Exactly.
There are people who would not like someone else to eat pork. Yeah. Does that become the law of the country? Right. I'm an atheist, okay, and I'm a gay person, and I don't implement my thought, my way of life into anyone else. I'm not trying to convince anyone else to be like me or eat like me or dress like me. Yeah. And I don't understand why this set of people are so insecure about who someone else loves. And this whole constant talk that this is against our culture, this is against our history. Yeah. Before 153 years ago, when the British introduced IPC 377, there was no such law in this country. Nowhere in the history of India has there been a law that punished or criminalized homosexuality. So it is actually an alien law. It is a British law, and we are a free country for more than 66 years, and we are still enslaved to regressive British Victorian morality.
Talking about you're a filmmaker, Onir, so I need to ask you this question that there probably will come a day when people will point fingers at Bollywood filmmakers, because in our cinema we have portrayed this very, very beautifully in recent times. So what do you think about that?
I think
you also won an award for a film like a national award at that.
Yeah, I think there are two aspects to it. One is, I think, even while I was doing IIM, very often I had to face a lot of problem with the censor board. So I feel now, and this was after the Delhi High Court judgment. Okay. And now with this judgment coming in, I think it becomes more difficult for a filmmaker, movies, because now the film certification board has been legally empowered to throttle your voice, to silence you about speaking something which is extremely important. So in a way, the Supreme Court has empowered regressive forces. Also, there is a lot of silent homophobic silencing happening also in the media itself. Every channel refused to screen a film which has won 2 national awards because of the content of the film. And so that, for me, that is double standard, and at least I can speak against the court judgment, but when the satellite channel does not air your film, I don't have a platform to speak against that.
And just on these grounds, that's what you've been told.
Absolutely.
There have been Indian films, Bollywood films, where gays have been portrayed very sensitively, like the cinema that you have made. And there have been some films which kind of are spoofy, caricaturish. What do you think of those cinema?
See, but what happens is most of, I think, Hindi cinema is, not just Hindi cinema, a lot of Indian cinema is the only objective of how and what is made is the box office.
Exactly,
and the majority, when you're trying to please the majority, it's exactly what the Supreme
game,
Court is the day.
Exactly, yeah,
so just like the Supreme Court is pleasing the majority, similarly the Bollywood trying to please the masses will do things which are extremely regressive because all it cares is the money. You feel sad at times because these are all intelligent, well-read, educated people who pretend that they want to actually support human rights in this country, but when it comes
bring about a change.
Yeah, today I feel that there should have been much more outcry in the industry.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you don't need to be gay to support human rights.
Will that refrain you from making the kind of movies you make, or do you think your battle is tougher now? How are you going to go about it?
You know, I don't know because yesterday I was in a way devastated. I was really disappointed. As a person and as a filmmaker too, you know, because I realized that it will be more difficult to, you know, generate revenue because ultimately it's a circle, you need to somewhere, but if a society closes down, but it's even more important to make it. At the same time, sometimes I feel like, do I want to continue living here? I don't know, you know, I'm questioning myself, all these things, a country that denies me my basic right to love. I'm a loving person, so I don't think, I don't know if I want to continue staying.
So do you think this will dissuade people from coming out of the closet in a country like ours, which is anyways fairly...
Yes, I feel that, you know, I today feel extremely sad. You know, I've been always open because I have an extremely supportive family. My father, my mother, my brother, everybody, you know, from the day I came out, the only thing they said is, we love you, it doesn't matter. You know, and all my friends. So I have
everyone gets the support that you have got, Onir.
So and I think of you know, people who are 17, 18 who are just coming out, that this is going to be such a big setback, because if you are legally termed as criminal, if you're legally not empowered, how do you fight social stigma?
But tell me really now, going ahead, what is the recourse from here, you know? What is the plan? What do you think there'll be a change?
I really, and I'm going to make my effort, hope that everyone from the film industry comes out more vocally, you know.
Exactly.
The film industry has been rather too silent for too long.
Exactly.
You know. And I think that it's time that they all came out much more openly to support a human rights issue.
It was super talking to you, Onir. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best in your cause and we're supporting you all the way, whatever it takes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.